it's really about the connection for the kid and like what we're doing to support them and what we're doing to be better teachers for them.
You found ice cream?
Why do I need to explain that I'm going to provide the sensory supports that that student requires?
Hello, good morning, welcome back to my channel, and happy first day for me working in 2024. I'm back to work today after an amazing winter break. I spent some time journaling this morning thinking about the reasons I'm excited to go back, because I couldn't sleep last night. I think I was a little bit anxious. I am walking into 2 big IEP meetings today, which is probably why I know that's not ideal going back after 2 weeks, because my brain is like not there. It's gonna be great. I know what I'm doing. I keep telling myself that. I'm just gonna go in with some confidence. But I did take time to sit and reflect this morning in my journal and just think like, you know, I'm excited to go back this week to see my kids. I'm excited to go see some of my coworkers, and you know, I have friends that I work with, and I'm so blessed to say that. And so I get to see them today. And you know, I'm even thinking like when I get home tonight, I'm excited to go on a walk with Mark and I get to be with you and vlog. So you know, there's just always a good way to reframe your mindset if you're kind of dreading something. But I am gonna head in, first pour my smoothie, get my coffee situated, and then head out to head in to an IEP meeting.
Well, change of plans. I got a text while I was on my way to work saying that the meeting is going to be online, which is kind of nice because the second meeting's online. So I headed to my home office and I'll be doing all my meetings on Zoom.
Okay, one IEP down. That was the one I was most nervous about, and it went so well. Sometimes you have to tell yourself you have confidence, you can do this. And I'm sorry, I'm cold, so my voice is shaky, everything's shaky. I'm cold, I'm trying to drink my warm coffee. It is like 45 degrees outside. Yeah, I was nervous because this is just a student that in the past maybe month and a half or so has started to just maybe have a little bit more needs in terms of sensory support. We're seeing more behaviors, or there's, you know, situations where I think this student just really is showing more preferences for things, but doesn't necessarily have the language or needs more support in understanding how to express himself. I don't know. There's just been a lot. Just having this meeting and being able to express like the great things he's doing and have parents really understand that, you know, he is making progress and they see it too. Like, I don't know, IEPs, this is why I like them, because you have all this unknown happening and then you all meet. And if it's truly a productive meeting and people have the intentions of the student first, like, it doesn't matter even if half of the goals like weren't met, essentially. Obviously that's a big deal, but it's really about the connection for the kid and like what we're doing to support them and what we're doing as professionals to learn to be better supports for them and better teachers for them. And I was really proud of myself on this one. I was nervous because I wrote goals that I based on like my GLP trainings, my Gestalt language processing trainings, to be more neurodiversity affirming. And these goals aren't what we are typically putting in IEPs. We're not typically writing goals that first and foremost say when provided with appropriate sensory supports. And this is what I'm writing in my goals now. And I'm nervous when I go into these meetings because I have to explain, or I feel the need to explain it. But then I read over it or I say it out loud. I'm like, why do I need to explain that I'm going to provide the sensory supports that that student requires? Like, that makes sense. And the parents, that's who I'm nervous. I want them to understand, like, I'm doing this for your child, but they're the ones that are like, first and foremost, like, thank you. So it's just cool. I don't know. I think I'm just rambling because I just feel grateful that this meeting was positive. It just shows me that we are all on the same page. I think too, not being on this site every day and communicating with these teachers like in person every day like I used to be able to do in this job leaves a lot of unknown. And then we go into the IEPs and like, are we on the same page? Because I haven't quite gotten to talk to you as much as I'm used to talking to people. So I think that's true of every meeting. So I think I go in a little bit more anxious to my IEPs than I used to. But that being said, it's a good reminder that I don't have to. I made myself a list as soon as the meeting was over. I was like, okay, I have about an hour and a half, a little less, to plan. So let's get our planning on. It's Monday. This week we're teaching I or me, that's the word. I think it's already on my big core board. So I'll get the other icons ready to take with me this week. But next week, we don't have school Monday. So I gotta get my planning done now. And on Thursday, have to bring home my activity, or I just start here on Tuesday. I don't really know what I want to do. I don't think I want to do that. I don't like changing it up on the teachers. I can change it up on me. I don't like changing it up on them. So what I've decided to do, since I will be here Thursday, I think I'm gonna give myself a break today and not try to double plan, because you already know, like, I don't even want to plan one thing, let alone plan for next week too, because I might change my mind, and I reserve that right. So I'll finish planning for next week for the you word on Thursday. But what I am gonna do this week, so what I thought would be a really good way, especially for the first week of 2024, I do want to start incorporating more mindful moments into my circle time lesson. My circle time portion is only like 5 minutes. So I usually teach the sign, I'll do a short story, or I'll talk about, we'll review our other signs, and then it's whatever's next in the routine. So I thought, especially because we're doing it would be fun. I got these cool cards. I will link them for you below. I've talked about them before. They're the empowering cards for kids. And they're basically really easy, quick ways to incorporate mindful moments with kids of all ages, whether you're a parent, a speech therapist, a teacher. Having a set of these for any age group is really, really cool, because there's prompts for them to repeat affirmations. So for my kids, that's gonna be perfect. But then there's other prompts like, comfy seat, how cute. Find your favorite place to sit. Give yourself a pat on the back and say, take chances, make mistakes. That's how you grow. Like, how cute is that? And so, if you're a parent, I think this would be really fun to have these out, like somewhere in your house, maybe on your kitchen table or something, and your kids can look at them, or you can look at them with your kids at meal times, or points in your day. And then what I think I could do is just have like 3 of them, and they have kids come up and like pick a card or whatever, and then we'll repeat what it says. And because it's a self-affirmation, it starts with the word I, which is our word of the week. So perfect. So we'll do that. Then for my center time activity, circle time, center time, circle time, center time. For centers, I'm gonna use my super duper Lids and Lizards. This actually was sent to me as a PR package from Super Duper. I am an affiliate for them. I do have a code, thanks Morris 10, but just claiming that, getting it out there. But I really love this Lids and Lizards game. I actually played it with one of my kids, one of my pull-out sessions right before break, and we had such a fun time with it. You can do so much with it. I have Abby's sentence strips, type B SLP, and so I'm gonna take these, and then while the kids are playing the game with me, because really you can kind of make this whatever you want. So they have to guess where the lizard is when it's their turn underneath, but I'm gonna put different magnets on the other side, so then when we flip over the lid, they say, I see apple, or I see train. And then I can switch it up, because then I can work on categories, I can work on the utterance, you can work on sounds, and so then you put the little lizards underneath. They can choose what color lizard maybe. We'll see how far we get with this, like how much I can modify. But let's pop these right in there, and we're good to go. So we're on a very cold walk. I'm so cold.
It's pretty cold.
I was gonna say, you're crazy. You're in 2 layers.
Great.
But one thing I forgot to mention that's also back this week. So back to work for 2024. But guess what else is coming back?
What?
Improv.
Hey.
So here's something fun. In, I guess, my most type B form, I didn't sign up. Because I know the instructor. I don't know. I didn't sign up, and somebody just texted Mark and was like, hey, my friend wants to join, but it says the class is full and there's a wait list. What do I do? So then I was like, oh, I guess I'm on the wait list now. Look at how beautiful that light is. Oh
My goodness.
That is nice.
Oh, that's gorgeous. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to show up. I'm going to ask the instructor if I can. I feel like I'm back in college. Remember when you had to waitlist courses and you had to like plead your case with the instructor?
I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember signing up for.
Like, I'm a senior and I need these credits.
Yes. Or like, this is the one prereq I have. Mark, this is a prereq. I need this for IEP meetings.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to pay a premium.
I tried to be chill about this.
Yeah, it's still chill.
We always say it's the best possible thing.
It is the best possible thing.
Maybe I'm taking off a semester of improv. We'll see. Good morning. There's like a training or something happening next door. Sorry, there's like a lot of voices. So I'm trying to quickly just say good morning. Happy Tuesday. Guess who slept past her alarm this morning? 30 minutes. I turned it off on accident. I didn't snooze. I turned it off. So I was late to work. That's okay. We get through it. But yeah, we're here. We're bundled up. It is freezing outside. I just did circle time with the affirmations. And I will say, I'm so grateful I did this. I think even if like the kids were kind of like, what? Like, what's this concept? I didn't really get into explaining like why we say positive affirmations. So noted, we'll do that in the afternoon. I think it was just a good way for like a little bit of grounding, a little mindful moment on a Tuesday. And what's kind of cool is if I do this as my circle time every week, the kids get that once a week at least, because most of the teachers like do stuff like that, but it's just a reinforcer of that positivity and that mindfulness. And it was really, really fun to do like at a circle time. So oh, is he under the lid? I see lizard.
Lizard.
What did you find here?
That's a tree.
That's a train. Okay, go ahead. What do you see? I see lizard. Oh, and?
Ice cream.
I see
Ice cream.
ice cream. What about under here?
Helicopter.
Helicopter. You found ice cream and a helicopter. Are you ready? Do you want to do it? Here's your 2 lids. And you get the pink lizard. Hide it from me. That one. Oh, okay. Hide it. No? Oh, I think it's under this one.
I find it.
You found it. Hey, hi. How's it going? It is Wednesday. Halfway through the day already. I haven't checked in with you because honestly, after I talked to you yesterday, I think everything was just kind of a blur. The kids did really great. They were like so ready, all of them, so ready to come back to school. They all came in hugging us. They missed us. We missed them. But I am struggling, and I'm still feeling this. It's Wednesday, and I'm still feeling this. I'm so much struggling to be in the routine, the work routine. Like, I know I did the whole reset and everything, and I'm so, like, grateful I did because I think that helped me be more acclimated, or as acclimated as I could be. But I am tired. And I'm having trouble falling asleep because my nighttime routine is switched since the last 2 weeks. All that to say, I'm struggling. And I just, if you're out there struggling with finding your groove, either after a break or just in the week that you're in, it doesn't even have to be that it's after a break. It's just like some weeks are different, some weeks hit different. But I am super excited to be seeing the kids. I think it might just be wearing me out, honestly, because I haven't talked with 3-year-olds for a full day for 2 whole weeks. They changed their schedule for the afternoon just because it works better if they do like outside play earlier on in the kids' day. And so I feel like for me, it means I don't have like a solid gap where I can come and do any documentation or anything like that. So I'm trying to be creative. So they're at potty tray right now. And so I ran over here and I'm like, okay, I could probably get like 3 kids' data done for the day. Sometimes school-based SLP life is like this. You're kind of just figuring out where to plug it in because I don't take data like while I'm with the kids. I'm much more focused on being present with them and not having a piece of paper distracting the session or the push-in moment. Yeah, so I'm doing it now.
All right, I am home and I quickly today changed, even though I'm wearing the same color that I was. It probably doesn't even look like I changed, but I did change into some comfier clothing. Sasha is present to be in the vlog right now. Oh, sorry. I had to come home and quickly change. The afternoon we were full of hugs, full of other things. There's just so many germs, so I'm trying to be careful, and that's one of my hacks. Come home, change my clothes. But now I'm going to, my goal, well, it has to happen, but yeah, the goal of the evening is to finish and upload tomorrow's vlog and get it all ready and scheduled to go out on YouTube. I just want to sleep. I am exhausted. All right, let's edit a vlog. Good morning and happy Thursday. I am feeling probably the most energetic I've felt all week, waking up, feeling ready. Last night, something I chose to do, Mark kind of suggested it. He's reading this book, The Untethered Soul, that I read, oh gosh, maybe 2 years ago. I think it was around that time frame. And it was recommended to me by one of my good friends through Instagram, Rachel, and I loved that book. I loved how it talked about understanding my mind and all of that. It did a lot of good for me then, but I think, as is with a lot of things as humans, we sometimes fall back into old patterns and habits. So I read it last night and had some eye-opening, just some thoughts, just some aha moments, and then I decided, you know what, I think while I get ready in the mornings, it'll be a good idea for me. Michael Singer is the author, and he has a podcast. So I found his podcast on YouTube. I will link it below. It's amazing. So as I'm getting ready, I'm listening to this podcast, and I just was reminded of how good it feels to fill your mind, especially at the start of the day, with good things, with good reminders, good lessons, things to carry with you throughout the day to help you shape your day, your reality, your world. I like the reminder of it all, just to be an observer of the world, to not worry and think about what could happen if, but to let moments come as they come and trust that they're the best possible thing. And it was very good. I haven't finished listening. I'm going to finish listening on the way to work, and I think that that's going to be very helpful for me. And it definitely helped me, like, even as I was doing my makeup, I was like, I feel like I look more refreshed because I'm listening to this and my body is taking it in too. And so that was just really good. Highly recommend. And now we are going to head off. Last day of push-in therapy for the week. I am not tired of Lids and Lizards. I'm not tired of it. It's been very fun for the kids. And I'm like, oh, can I just do this every week? I'd probably get tired of it after that.
All right, we just had a very successful morning, and I totally forgot that today I actually have my Tier 2 Open Access AAC training. So if you haven't heard me talk about this before, twice a month on a Thursday, I am participating in a training through a program called Open Access. It's a California-based program that popped up, gosh, maybe within the last 5 years, but I think they've spent like 10 years developing it. It's a program designed to help SLPs and service providers appropriately assess students with AAC needs. So we're learning everything from like, well, when do you provide a device, or when, what are the prerequisites? Spoiler alert, there are none. Like, we're learning all that like newer information to best support our kids to get them the devices, especially in the schools, as fast as we can. And so it's been really cool. It's a 3-hour training, 2 Thursdays a month, and it is led by SLPs that have gone through it. So it's just very cool, very hands-on, and I'm really enjoying it. I won't be doing centers in the afternoon, just be doing circle time. Somewhere in the mix here, I do need to prep and plan for next week because we're not in school on Monday. And so I need to figure out what I want to do and bring that home with me, since I won't be here Monday. I'll be starting at another site. Having worked now in the same position for over a few years, I've had time to prep activities, so now I just pull them. I don't have to spend as much time prepping. I think that's something I would like more school-based or if you're kind of interested in being in the schools, like, don't feel like you have to prep every little thing or spend lots of time cutting out cue cards, whatever. Like, ask people if you can borrow things, ask people if they have duplicates. Also just trust that you're gonna come up with ideas and make things as you go. Like, you don't have to do things the same way everybody else does. If they offer you things and you like them, great. But like, I had stockpiled just a bunch of templates for songboards and language boards when I was new, because everybody was giving me stuff and I didn't know what I wanted to use. And then like, as the years went on, I was like, oh, I have a template for this. Let me just make this real quick, because now I know what I want to do with it. Sometimes it's just knowing or feeling comfortable, or like, so just having something that works with you and what your values as a speech pathologist are. Then you're gonna be, before you know it, 7 years in, and you're gonna be like, I have an activity. This is an old folder. Kids used to put stickers on their folders. It was super cute. Anyways, what we're gonna do next week, the word is you. So that'll be easy to teach, but I think I'm gonna be consistent with the mindful moment. So I'll just take in, we'll teach you, we'll talk about it, and then I'll also do some empowering cards for kids. Maybe we'll find, I think there's like a gratitude prompt. So maybe I can say, what are you thankful for? We're gonna do the Matt and Molly Make a Snowman. This is actually, I have a copy version of this, but I have the real version here. I just made a copy when I split sites. You know I love Matt and Molly. I will, as I always do, link them here. You can find them at Super Duper. That's the first place I always check, and then they are Linguist Systems, so you can always look there too. But I will link the Super Duper books for you. And you can also get 10% off with my code. So that's kind of a way that it's like, well, you're gonna get a discount anyways, but I'm gonna use them. I made a snowman to go with it. So after we read the story and do the WH and yes, no questions, they get to build the snowman. And of course, I have already made a language board from 2 years ago. So we're good to go.
And happiest of Fridays. I just made it into work wearing my Help Me Grow Speech sweatshirt with the vest, the classic duo. But I am just getting settled in here, and then we're gonna make it a fun day. I know I don't vlog a lot on Fridays. It's not just push-in, and I am not doing a typical co-teaching model like I'm doing Tuesday through Thursday, where I'm in the classroom doing centers, taking a portion of circle time and all of that. This is very much more of like not a flex day, but I am pushing in for the students that need push in, but I'm pulling out students that need pull out. So this is where I'm seeing more of my Artic kids and all of that at the site I'm at. I do have a SLPA 2 days a week, so she's doing that same thing the 2 days she's with me at my 2 other sites. Yeah, so that's kind of how the day's gonna go. I'm getting prepped today. My goal with a lot of my kids, we're working on the F sound. So I have my cards and my Bjorn cards. We'll see what works, but I'm gonna get out there. I think they're gonna go to the playground right now, so I'm gonna go find them.
And just like that, the week is over. Now that I'm saying it, this went by so fast. I'm now on a 3-day weekend, and I am going to end the week by taking down Christmas. I'm actually not that sad about it. It's just so cozy right now in here. Like at this time of day, the lights, the ambiance is really nice. But Mark and I were both like, okay, it's time. We had our extra week while everybody else pretty much was taking it down. But now I'm ready to refresh this house. So I'm gonna just get cozy, spend the night doing that and cleaning. It was a great week. One of the things I was reflecting on, I know I kind of talked to you yesterday about how I've been reading the Michael Singer book and listening to his podcast. And something that I noticed today, because I was working with some students, and in some moments there were just higher energies, some tensions, some behaviors started arising as a result of not, being able to access things or communicate. And I noticed something I've been listening to, and I've listened to this podcast twice now because I just really am trying to understand it and grasp it and really practice it, is the ability to let go is something so relaxing. So when something happens immediately, like we want to react, whether we suppress or whether we react verbally or, take action on something, send an email. And I've always known, like, when something comes up, like in an email that I don't agree with, don't email right away. Like, don't, because it's so emotionally charged. But I didn't understand the step of actually letting go and how that is such a release of energy, and actually a good release of energy when you truly just take a breath and let it go. Let the reaction go, let the feeling, the moment pass. And what I noticed with my kids today was when those moments of heightened energy came, things were denied in the classroom and I saw them start to kind of melt down or have a tantrum. If I would go over and I would feel a little bit tense in that moment, I was actively trying to tell myself, let it go. And I was taking deep breaths. And in taking those breaths and sitting with my kids, I was co-regulating without realizing it. And it really helped because I was being relaxed because I was practicing being relaxed, and it helped them read my energy, and then they would start to relax. I would go into things calmer. When I had a student trying to climb up because he wanted a magnet that was at the top of the whiteboard, he was trying to climb like over the chairs and everything, and I just went over to him and I said, "Oh, you want the magnet?" And I grabbed the magnet, but he was starting to escalate because he couldn't reach and he was being told, he couldn't climb, that's not safe. And so when I went over there, instead of, saying, "Stop climbing, don't do that," I was just, because I was very aware, focusing on me relaxing and me letting it go, it just helped the situation stay calm and helped my student feel safe. So something to take away from this week for you and for me, big time for me. And this is something that I really plan to put into practice on a daily basis because I am seeing it work for me and my heart. And I'm even today, like in little moments, multiple, not just one, but multiple little moments with my kids. I feel like it helps me be more present with them and come in calmer with them. And that's ideal for making a connection. So food for that. And again, happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here, for watching along, for being a part of this community. You mean a lot to me, and I really am so grateful for the connections that we're making. If you like this video, please let me know. Hit the like button, comment if you have any questions or want to make a connection. Subscribe to my channel so you're told when new videos come out. I am putting out more this month than normal. I'm actually going to get started editing tonight on this vlog and another video that's coming out soon. So just a lot of fun things, and I am excited to have you be a part of them. All right, have a great evening or a day or wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, make the best of it, and I will see you in a video very soon.